Hey guys, MitchCactus here, coming back with another Forza video. And today's Forza Horizon 4 video is going to be talking about how to a race that you can actually do that will allow you to get unlimited credits, and the race only takes around 2 minutes to complete. Now, it's going to be quite a process in terms of the steps required, but overall it's a very simple race that anyone will be able to do regardless of whether you're new to the game or you've been playing for a while. The actual race itself isn't the main credit part, but I'm sure you guys how you can actually make the bank whilst doing this method. It's very easy, very efficient, and definitely one of the best glitches out right now. Now, of course, although it is a glitch, it's definitely safe to use because it's quite a minor glitch. And yes, I have made videos on this method before, but I figured I'd go and make another video talking about it because it's been very highly requested, because I've been getting quite a decent amount of new people on my channel, and I figured I'd show everyone how to use this method so no one forgets about it. Just to let you guys know that I'm actually currently hosting a credit giveaway for 1 billion credits. If you're interested in entering, simply click on the video down in the description. That'll talk about all the steps required. You basically just need to make sure you subscribe and notifications on. You've liked my videos, you've joined my Discord, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And then once you've done that, you can just comment on the giveaway video to enter. My Discord, all of my social media is in the social media part description. And if you're interested in joining my Discord, I'd recommend doing so, as I'm currently selling modded accounts with the, we're getting soon to have the new Update 13 cars, but I also have saved the Update 12 cars, the best modded accounts in the market right now, guys. 1 billion credits, this is not an example of one, but they have 1 billion credits, 2 million skill points, 2 million Forza points, 3 of each rare cars, including all the new cars, all the newest cars at the time, and even including cars that if blacklisted you can't even get anymore, like some of the pre-order edition cars. Just ones like the Ferrari 599XX Evo, the Ferrari A12 Superfast, any rare car, guys, you name it, it'll be there. Not only will it just be there, there'll be 3 of them. And to top it all off, its level is 588, Prestige 8. Not too high where people would suspect you of cheating and or modding, sorry, and you'd be able to get away with it, so it's still a good level. And 2,500 wheel spins to 250 super wheel spins. And to top it all off, it's got 100% Horizon life completion and almost 100% game completion, which means that it essentially you have level 20 painter and tuner, meaning that you can list up cars for 20 million credits. And recently some people have been talking about how there's not really that many wheel spins because they think that 2,500 isn't enough. Well guys, you have 2 million Forza points, which is enough to buy over 13,000 super wheel spins or over 50,000 normal wheel spins, so you do the math. But now guys, we get onto the start of the video, including the methods. And there's a car that I recommend using for this glitch. It's actually a speed skills boost car, like Forzathon car. Now, one of which I'd recommend doing is the Maserati MC12 Forza Edition. Now, of course, this car's around 1.5 million credits if you can get one off the auction house, and it's definitely worth all the money you're going to drop on it. Mine isn't that well tuned, it's more of a racing tune, and I'd recommend if you're going to use a tune, just have a straight line speed tune, because that's essentially all this race is. It's so straightforward and simple, and of course, make sure you actually go ahead and go on the car mastery and mod up all of this to its max. So, anything related to skill points or skill chains, I'd recommend doing up. Nothing like these ones aren't necessary, like getting instant 10,000 skills influence. You can if you want, but it's not going to help you with the method. All the ones that are essential, I'd say, the skill multiplier ones, the skill combo boosts, the chain related ones. The multiplier can go to 7, that's the imperative, and near miss skill scores will help a little bit. And guys, the race that I'm going to be talking about, of course, this video is the Amsterdam Sprint, but I'm going to be showing a relatively new way of doing it. Now, I'm going to get into that very, very soon. But just in terms of how to unlock this race, guys, for those who are new to the game, it's very, very simple. You just want to do the road racing series a little bit and you'll be able to unlock it within no time. But I'm going to talk about how to actually enter and do this race. So guys, once you're at the Amsterdam Sprint, you simply want to go ahead and go enter event. You want to head over to solo, or if you're doing it with your friends, and you want to go find blueprints and search from either trending today, best of the month, or all-time greats. I'd prefer to go best of the month because I love the most recently updated ones that are still popular, opposed to all-time greats, which might have ones that used to be bad, used to be good, but aren't so good anymore due to recent patches or any other issues or anything like that. Any one that has credit-related text in the title and has got quite a lot of likes and downloads is one that I'd recommend going. I don't have a specific blueprint that I'd suggest you do, but literally anything that seems quite promising would definitely be able to get you a pretty good guarantee that you'd be able to farm a lot of credits with it. Of course, I'm in the Maserati MC12 Corsa. I'm in the Maserati MC12 Forza Edition. You can use pretty much any car you want, but I definitely suggest using this car due to its speed skills boost, because the amount of skill points you can get from this method are half the amount of credits you're actually going to be able to get in the profit. It's very significant. In terms of any difficulty settings, you can put them all to something very hard to ensure your percentage is up as high as it can be, because you don't really need to rewind, you don't really need any driving line settings or anything like that, as considering the race is very straightforward. So you don't want to start the event, and once you've done that, you'll actually notice that there's pretty much only around 2 to 3 checkpoints in the entire race, and this is what gives the race the term checkpoint glitch. The reasoning behind this, guys, is that the person who made it only set around 2, and they're not to top it all off, they've set a course to allow the AI just to drive going left and right, as you can see if you have the braking lines on, and they'll hardly be able to do the race properly. This leaves it to essentially be a solo race, but you're still getting the extra XP / influence and credit boosts that you typically get from being in a multiplayer race, even though you have got essentially no competition. One thing you'll notice when you're doing this race is that you're going to be getting a ton of speed skill boosts. You can see the ultimate speed, the skill chains, everything is adding up pretty quickly. For each lap it takes around 2 to 2.5 minutes. This car has not got a very good top speed boost like top speed tune like I said previously. It's more of a turning or handling tune, which is not what I would suggest for this, but it still gets the job done. In terms of this, how many skill points you can get per lap, I've gotten around 20 to 30 before, and it's very, very easy to do so. After around 10 laps of this race, you'll probably get around 400,000 credits in profit if you've got no money boost cars or any Forzathon money boost cars or anything like that. So the credits from doing it aren't that significant, and like I said, half the money or most of the money is actually in the skill points and converting those to credits, which I'm going to show later in the video. So as you can see, there's been one checkpoint the entire race, and the next one is going to be the U-turn, where you turn around and go back to the finish line. From here, you want to make sure you follow the course just roughly, just to ensure you actually go through the checkpoint. Otherwise, of course, you'll be held back and your skill chain will end. As you can see, I've done half the course so far, and that's 40,000 skill points, or there's 40,000 skill chain, around 6 skill points. And not to mention, guys, this car isn't even that quick, so I wasn't maximizing them. If you want, it'll slow you down a little bit. You could get some wreckage points by hitting the barriers, but I don't typically do that. So typically the average amount of skill points you probably get from each lap is around 15, considering at the end there's a little bit of air time you'll get that'll boost it. And if you want to, you can go with the AI and go like back and forth with them to go get some passing points, but that'll of course will slow down your laps a little bit, because like I said, they're hardly even in the race. Something you'll notice is that I'm almost finished this lap and it's around 2 minutes, so this of course is a slower lap comparatively to what I typically get in the quicker car. And if you wanted to go for a car like the Ferrari 599XX Evo with a top speed of around 400 or essentially almost 500 kilometers per hour, you could definitely go ahead and do that, because you'd be able to finish this race pretty quickly. But one thing you'd have to sacrifice is the speed skill points boost you get from this. But you'd probably make up with it if you did a few extra laps to equal out the amount of time you typically spend in a Maserati doing it. So as you can see, around a kilometer and a half to the finish line here, and my skill points and skill chains are still adding up pretty nicely and quickly. And as I said, these are the main part of profit you get from doing this race, and top of a little bit of influence and levels. If you want, you can go flying over that middle intersection. You might get a little bit extra skill points from air boosts and skill chains like that, but of course you got the risk of hitting a tree and losing the chain, which is pretty imperative to your overall profit. There you go, I did hit that tree like I said, but of course I already banked the skill points anyway. You just want to do a U-turn up here, and that's going to be essentially right where the finish line is. And around 3 minutes, so pretty slow time considering my cars didn't have the best tune. But just from one lap, as you can see with first place, hardly any competition from the AI, I got a fair amount of credits, as you'll see on screen in a second here. 40,000, 13,000 influence, and you'll get more credits as you do more laps, so you can see where that goes. Click convert skill points to credits, go into the auto show, buy the Porsche 911 Turbo GT 3.3, sorry, 150,000 credits. You'll see that you can actually get 300,000 credits profit from using this method with the wheel spin, and you'll actually get 300,000 credits back. So as you can see, I don't even have the right amount of skill points, but I don't need to for you to be able to see what I mean. You can see up here 300,000 credits skill perk, and the car only costs 150,000. I'd recommend spending that one extra skill point for a wheel spin every time, because you'll be able to test your luck to see if you maybe get some extra credits or cars, anything that'll add up to a lot of extra value. But guys, it's going to be about it for this video. I hope you did enjoy. Like I said, if you did, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe, and notifications on. If you're interested in buying a Forza 2004 modded account, make sure to direct message me in my Discord server. They're around $25 right now, and I'll be able to have the newest update 13 ones extremely soon, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, comment any suggestions or feedback, and yeah, thanks for watching.